Just last week, an event took place called the Global Leadership Summit. Now, the Global Leadership Summit has been around for decades, from what I understand. I've only been familiar with it for the last, 5 or 6 years. But I've always served, at least as an usher or a greeter or someone to help those that are wandering around trying to figure out where they're going, find their place. And this year I was a little bit disappointed that the turnout was as low as it was. Why? Because I know leadership is important, and learning those leadership skills there's nothing else that replaces it. If you don't understand the power of your virtue, the importance of your character, how to lead an organization, if you don't get those skills taught to you, you can flounder for a long time and do a lot of damage before you learn them. But this year, the organization suffered a significant setback. What could cause a setback for a global leadership summit? I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast, and the answer to your question is it's pretty simple. What could cause a setback for a global leadership organization? Failure of the top leader. Failure of the founding leader. Now, without going into what the details were, the founding leader apparently was exposed for a weakness a few decades ago when it was brought up that, hey, this person that's leading and building this organization has done these kind of things. And the accusations were, as all accusations are, innocent until proven guilty. They were yet to be determined until an investigation was conducted, as they should be. The problem was the investigation wasn't really conducted at all. There was no transparency on part of the leader or the entourage that surrounded the leader. The leader had weaknesses. The leader had personal failures. Personal failures that could have been corrected. They may have simply been a perspective oversight to say, well, I thought it was like this, but it's really like that. Or I should have known better than this, but I actually did that. And those failures were never challenged by the people around this leader to say, hang on, you can't talk like that. You can't behave like that. You're at an elevated station. You're high on a mountain and everyone is watching you. Not only, but also, as John Maxwell says, people do what people see. If they see the highest leader in this organization, the founder, the beginning origin of this organization, all of the values, all of the character, all of the culture of this organization come from this leader. If that leader leads like that, the organization is going to lead like that. Because people do what people see. So how do we fix that? Well, you've got to have immediate accountability. You've got to have the ability to go, hang on, I think I did that wrong, or I think I said that wrong. And the ability to hold yourself to the standards of your own values is absolutely critical as leadership. Because I can promise you this, even when you slip in character and you're alone, and you think, well, nobody saw that, right? Trust me, somebody saw that. And not only that, but if your character allowed you to slip when you were alone, when you're under pressure in public, it's just going to slip more. It may not be as obvious to you then. You may think you got away with it again. But you didn't. And you won't. The truth of the matter is, the pressure that you're put under is what's going to reveal the character in you. I love the way Miles Monroe says it. Values are personal. They're never private. Values are personal. They're never private. What that means is you are going to live out the values that are the core values inside you. When you're squeezed and under pressure, what's going to drip out is the real you. For better or worse. You may think that you have publicly controlled your temper for a decade or two. You may think that you've got that language problem under control. You may think that your frustration with a certain type of people or a certain person, a certain sex of person or sexuality, behavior, or gender orientation, or race, or religion. You may think that your ability to, quote, tolerate them has made you a better person. But the reality is, when you're under pressure, the real you is what's going to leak out. And if you can't be transparent enough with yourself to look in the mirror and go, wow, I can't believe I just thought that, then you're going to find yourself in public at one point saying, I can't believe I got caught saying what I thought. But if you thought it, it's eventually going to come out of your mouth. And when it does, someone else is going to catch you. And when they do, your leadership is going to fall. And it's going to be because you weren't transparent enough with yourself to begin with. Don't bring down your own global leadership summit. Don't bring down everything that you built. Don't destroy your own legacy because of your failure to be transparent. And don't allow the people surrounding you to make excuses for you and with you. Get back to your morals. They may be personal. They're never private. I'm J Loren Norris for Leading Leaders Podcast on Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.